Tapas, can you share your screen? Thank you. Have you made the project yourself? Suppose have you made the project or I shall give you the code. Okay, so anybody else who has committed the project? Any class 10 students? Okay. Tapas, can you share your screen again, please? I'll be telling you a code. Enter it in there. So write the code UMS. Wait a second. Type JRC JRC ODF. Click on the start. Wait, it would take some time. I'll be telling you. Uh, can you restart the app? You cannot type more than one code in one startup. Please, can you restart the app?
Take the mask.
ALF MTK MTK T T for tiger. Has it started? Yes. Now you can simply run it. Enter any temperature. Wait, what is it? A second. Yes, it is. See, it is working right now. Let me check it using a calculator. Okay, it is accurate. It is pretty accurate. It shows it the exact value in a calculator that I'm using in Google. So yes, it is working. You can also implement the other way around from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let me tell you the formula pretty quick. So it is Fahrenheit plus 32, Celsius plus 32 into 9 by 5. So we'll be moving on. Today we'll be learning drawing and animation. It is a nice part of the app. So we'll be creating another project for it. You can label it anything. All the 10th class students, can you please pay attention now?
Yeah.
Has anybody already opened Folder and is already working? Second please. Excuse me. Has anybody opened a new project? So can you see that you can also switch this title.visible off if you want to make it look much cleaner. Now we'll be basically learning this component, drawing an animation. We'll be making an app using both ball canvas, image sprite, and we'll be learning about image editor and Lottie. Lottie is basically not an inbuilt function. It is like outsourced from another site called lottiefiles.com. I'll send you the link. As Google has like its own Firebase, Firebase is an place where you can store data. It is an collaboration with another app. Lottie is like that. Basically, Lottie files are type of files that are short animations that you can put in your app. We will be learning about Lottie later. First of all, we'll be uh, making a simple app where a ball just touches the edges and bounces off. Okay, so we'll take in canvas and we'll set its parameters to fill parent, as we don't want anything on the app yet. Basically now we want to check if the scrollable setting is off. Just keep in mind that the scrollable setting is off in the screen menu. It is off. Now we want is we can place a ball. Ball is an inbuilt function which has physics. Drag the ball and you can adjust the side by adjusting the radius. What will the ball will simply be doing that it would bounce off the edge. Basically, if canvas,
Excuse me.
as the name suggests, is the can. Yes.
I'm
Please.
sorry to interrupt, but how did you select the canvas option?
From drawing an animation
All right, thank you.
in the palette. Basically, canvas is the base for any animation. You can basically change what is the simplest form of animation. It is flipping of images. Then what comes is the movement of pictures. Now what movement? If and each separate dot, each separate pixel of an image moves or changes, just changes color, then basically we have achieved animation. Now what do we want to achieve here? We want this ball to be in motion. Now we go to the block section. Has everybody been able to follow around? Okay, so we have different gestures and other components here. First of all, it's collided with. If it's collided with another sprite or another bull, how will it behave? We can add it later. And then we have dot drag. We can easily drag the ball. Dot edge reach. Dot flung. We'll be start with flung. Flung is a gesture where you simply swipe in a way which is not a proper swipe, and you are sending it into motion. Like take your finger and just try to swipe up without actually swiping in. So it is this motion is a fling gesture where the finger is able to fling the ball like a golf club. You see that in Angry Birds that you can uh, just retract it and the ball goes the other way. So it has different attributes. Like what is let if you want to set the x coordinate of the ball or the y coordinate of the ball or the speed with which it moves and which direction it will be heading. We can also use two separate speeds to achieve a parabolic motion. So first of all, we will be first of all taking the direction. So we'll be set the heading to. We'll basically set two parameters right now. We'll set the speed and the heading parameter. Now we wanted to get the speed. Just a second.
How are you getting these blocks? Just explain that.
I'll just simply click this pop-up or just hover over it and these will be visible.
Okay, Manan.
So these are basically variables, these upper ones, so you can avoid these and simply set other attributes. That was a bit of a mistake I did. Heading to get speed and get heading. Now we want to head the heading to this fling gesture. In which way do we fling? We wanted to get the heading. So basically, what do we have here? These are the attributes of the fling gesture you did. Like you will fling at a speed, you will fling in a direction. Basically, you will swipe in a direction, you will swipe in a speed. Now, what is this? Now, what is this speed? This is the speed of the gesture you do, and heading is the direction of the gesture. So basically, a simple program is done where it will be taking the gesture and it would be sending in the direction uh, of your gesture. Like you swipe up, so it will be sending the ball up with the speed of your swipe. Now, what is the difference between this speed, this set ball dot speed, and this setting heading to? These are totally different things. Now, this is already like a preset, like it would already set the heading direction. Like if I can simply take an heading and simply put an x coordinate there. This will set the setting and this will set the ball's heading. So our basic program is done. You can test it quickly. It is a very basic program. This is just to understand what Canvas is. If anybody wants to test it, the code is RWB or you can make it yourself and test it. If there are no doubts, shall I proceed?
Manan, I think this much is enough for today. Let them practice and work on the app themselves. That will actually help them generate confidence.
Okay.
And
No, wait a second, please. Just a second. So there's a thing. Now, what will we do? The app will what what will it be do when the app has reached the edge? We have flung it once, and it would do nothing when it reached the edge. So when ball has reached the edge, we want to continue the motion but in a different direction. Like we have to create this simulation that it is colliding with edge. Has any one of you worked with Flash? Now what I did here, I simply checked if the whenever the ball has reached an edge, this would trigger this control statement. Then what? Then this is the edge which is colliding. There are four edges right now. The top, bottom, right side, and left side edge. This edge, this edge is basically a variable. Dot get edge will get the value of the variable that which edge it is or which point of the edge it is. Then the ball would bounce off the point. This is an inbuilt function to make the process to make it easier. Now I will give you a nice idea for right now. So first of all, let's clear these blocks, or we just create another screen, or we're gonna duplicate the screen. I'm gonna add an image sprite in it. Please. So, have you ever seen the basic a game where you hit bricks, right? By clicking the mouse, by clicking the small button at each edge, by moving a platform and be breaking bricks. Have you screen that? Have you seen that game?
Yeah.
So you will be trying to create that game yourself. I'll tell you the basics. Okay, so these buttons will be hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So what I did just now was I downloaded an image from the internet of a black screen, and then I basically uploaded it on the sprite, and I will be changing its height and to make it an appear like in paddle. So here we have a paddle. We'll be moving this paddle. So we just need to change the Y to move the paddle. Now we need certain positions. So how much do we want to change if we are to change the position of the paddle? So basically, when we press when we when we will press button 2. First of all, we'll let the person fling the ball to start its motion. Next, we'll repeat this test we did pretty quickly. Remember, I have told you have to do this yourself. I will not be able to. I will not be telling you that how to fling the ball and set it into motion. I just told you that. Now, when we click button 2, we need to change the the x-axis of the paddle. So, what will we do? We'll take image sprite. I mean, we second, please. My computer is functioning a bit slow. We'll be moving in call to x, and we'll have to fix the x first. So what is the x right now? We have the x to be 6. So we'll simply fix x to be 6. We'll simply do x to be 6, and we'll change the original y. Uh, plus 10 or minus 10 depending on the direction. For now, we want it to go to plus. So basically, we'll be taking its original y. So basically, we'll be doing a trick here. Every time I click that button, it should go 10 pixels towards the right. So for that, I have just checked in front of you that it should be plus. So what I'll be doing is I'll be setting the y to be plus the original plus 10. So it would be automatically moving 10 pixels. We can repeat the same for button 1. Instead, we'll be changing it to minus 10. So this is the basic, and now we'll go to the wall. When collided with any other sprite, what will it do? We wanted to bounce off it, right? we'll call it bounce.edge. Basically, it would bounce off it. Now, basically, I'll tell you pretty quick. So basically, we'll duplicate the sprite. So I have pasted that sprite. Okay, so this is a block. If the ping, if the block to the sprite1.copy, we want it to disappear. Because have you seen that brick game? It disappears and breaks. So we'll basically, so when dot, sorry, not collided with two, and it is done. Now what do you have to do as for homework? First of all, you'll be creating a sample scene, a basic game, and you will be implementing the ball flinging around that I just told you some minutes ago. Is there any doubt? Any doubt?
No.
So experiment with it, have fun. So first of all, the game will be working like we'll be flinging the ball, or we can simply, now there's a loophole here. The user can fling the ball anywhere to avoid it going down or touching it. Now, in the next class, we'll be quickly implementing the die mechanics, where it will simply kill itself, as it will not kill itself if it will just bounce off the edge instead. We don't want that, and we will be and you I will be seeing your level design, or how you have placed the bricks and how much you have completed. You can send this screenshots of the levels you have created in the chat, or as a whole message. So you can quickly take a screenshot if you want of the blocks. Thank you for attending.
Okay, bye all of you. I'm ending the meeting now.
Thank you.